Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Wonderfully Hopeless podcast. My name is Charity, and it is January 24th. It's Wednesday, and it is almost 5 o'clock. So, this is my space where I talk about all the crafty mischief I get up to. We have cross stitch, knitting, crochet. I have some acquisitions. I have some plans. So let's see. But first, let's talk about the week. So cold, kind of miserable weather. So ended up finished out last week, and I didn't miss any more days, but then Monday we were out because of the ice, and the roads were super slick, and then, so we had an e-learning day, and then Tuesday we ended up with a no school day because the roads were still slick, but I had duty Tuesday night, so I did that last night, and that led to today. So today was a day as planned, which is always great, because lesson planning and changing my lesson plans 20 million times can be a little stressful. I spent a good chunk of last weekend getting ahead in my college class, so that because we had a discussion board this week for whose topic isn't on the schedule until next week. I don't understand the logic of that, but I wanted to get ahead and have looked at the topic and practiced it before doing a discussion board post on it. So that meant I had to work ahead. So I did that. So I did mostly math over the weekend. But that means I have one more topic for the week to stay ahead, and it's the quadratic equation. I love the quadratic equation. I have that burned into my brain from my high school math teacher, so that's great. Not stressed about that at all, so makes me feel good. And I once again forgot to bring in my emotional support pickle that we made at school. However, the kids are getting ready to start working on their next project. So we're going to probably tie-dye project bags maybe next week, because looks like it'll be a nice week next week. And then they want to make their own clothes. So they want to knit sweaters and stuff, or crochet sweaters and stuff. So we're going to start with granny squares. I think that's like the easiest place to start. So we're going to start making granny squares, and then I'll put it together into a blanket. So probably get some yarn of the school colors so we can do that. So I've got that going in Craft Club. So I I ordered on Amazon some more crochet hooks because I don't have enough. Crochet hooks, and the Dollar Tree ones are just not great quality. They're okay, but when you've got teenagers using them, sometimes anyway, so I've got some metal ones coming from Amazon, along with the safety eyes and things and darning needles and things that we go through a fair bit with the kids learning to craft. I've actually had some teachers approach me about learning how to crochet as well, so that's super cool. So I've got that going on, and then on my next half day, I'm doing adult coloring, and so I've got a couple coloring books coming, and I have more than enough colored pencils. I might get another set of Crayola just because. Depending on who signs up, some of the kids are more respectful of your personal belongings than others. So I don't really want my things destroyed, so sometimes it's just better to get... Maybe I'll get the Amazon, because those I think are cheaper than Crayola. I'm not sure. I'll have to look. So yeah, been a busy week but productive, so that makes me happy. And yeah, so let's get into the crafting. So I just have a pile here, so I'm just going to go through the pile. So let's start with cross stitch because that's the closest. Alright, I think I did just the tiniest little bit on my Etsy cats. So that is this project. And I am still working a little bit at a time on the waves. So I dyed the fabric myself, and I just took the kit fabric and put some dye on it. So that worked out really well, and I'm enjoying it. It's just a nice relaxing stitch. If I'm working on schoolwork or something and I just need a brain break, it's sitting right here usually and it gets grabbed. No hurry on that. I just, I wasn't going to get a big project out, so I just grabbed that. And I probably put in maybe 20 stitches or something. You know, do what I can do. Alright. So, there's that one, and now I can't get it back in the bag. That's alright. That's close enough. Putting things up as we go. Alright. The next one that I worked on is my True Friends. So that's this one, the little Cocker Spaniel and the butterfly. Reminds me of my Cocker Spaniel that I lost a few years ago. And I'm continuing to work in the paw, so I was working on one of these cream colors down here. When I was working on it, I just pulled it out. Again, I think I was working on math or something and I needed a brain break. And it was here, and I was in between, so I just picked it up. It reminds me how much I don't like paper patterns, though. Not enjoying the paper patterns as much as I used to. And that one is quite some time ago, and yeah. Anyway. Alright, then we have the Serenity Prayer from Sunday. And as I said, tons of math, and it's got dog hair on it. Surprise, surprise. So I didn't get as much as I would normally done, but I got some done. So I worked on this bottom row and I started in on this next motif. So, according to the program, I think at the rate I'm going, I'll have it done this year. I don't see that happening, but according to the program, that's what it says, is I'll be done like mid-year, like July or August. So, okay, I'm not going to complain about that. I'm not sure that that's accurate, but I'm not going to complain. That's what it's saying currently. And then started making some decent progress on my mermaid. Let's, before I make a mess, cinch that up a little bit. Alright, so here's the mermaid, and I'm almost done with this half page down here, and then, because it's like almost all black left. Matter of fact, this bottom page is all black left, and then there's a huge chunk of black up here on the next page, and then there's a little bit of confetti left. I have like one more page of heavy confetti, and then I'm done with confetti on this project. So light at the end of the tunnel, and that's a good thing because currently Stitch Pal says that at the rate I'm going, I'm not going to get this done until August, and I'd like it done in July. So once I get that confetti done, I'm hoping to put some serious numbers on this and get this knocked out. So, you want to guess what I'm working on tonight? That'll be that. Alright, that is my cross stitch. So knitting, I have two finishes, and we're going to talk about those first. So the first one we're going to talk about is Baby Blanket. So, finished my baby blanket. This is what I was working on the treadmill. I need to weave in the ends, but I used 2 Lion Brand mandalas, and I tend to make the baby blankets in a little bit smaller size. I will say I don't love the curl from the knit stitch and the I-cord. So I don't know that I would do it again. However, if this is a car blanket, which is the size that I tend to make is a car blanket, something you can throw in the car or the stroller, it's fine, but I don't love the curling, and I wet blocked it and steam blocked it, and the curl just, no. So that's a downside to that. However, it's what it is. It looks pretty. I don't have anybody in mind for it. It's just going into my stash of blankets. The next one is the Bankhead hat. I finished it this weekend. So I am making 3 hats, one for each of the administrators in my building. So this is the first one done. And I am well on the way having the next hat finished. So that leads into my whips. Oh, and they're so far over there. I have to move my pile closer. All right. So let's just start with the second hat. So this is living in my silver shed bag. And this is where I'm at. I actually, now that I'm showing it, can put the progress keeper. I am just about to hit the decreases. So this hat will be finished and the third hat started this week. So this is a great thing about worsted. I don't work with worsted weight yarn for knitting very often, but let me tell you, this goes so fast. So I'm using size 7. These are Knit Picks needles. Love these. The needles are great. And then I'm getting the stitch marker because if I don't do it now, I will forget. And the stitch markers I am using for this project are from Adorknit. They used to be on Etsy, but now they have their own website. So, yeah. Where's my round? So, put this in. So I can see, I'm pretty happy with the progress I've made. And then I got a pair, or a set of the Likey, however you pronounce it, Driftwood DPNs to do the decreases on, because I'm not a huge Magic Loop fan. I do use it, but I just find the other to be a little easier. So yeah, that's that hat. The yarn is, once again, I have a label in here. I don't. Cascade. No, wait. Yeah, Cascade in a print. It's an older yarn, I think. I'm not sure if they still make it. This was gifted to me. So yeah. Hopefully 3 hats by the end of next week at the rate I'm going, which will be awesome. It's supposed to be really nice next week in the 50s, so it's not like anybody needs hats next week. But it's Illinois. It's going to get cold again. Probably not Arctic blast cold, but cold again. So I'm hoping to have all 3 hats done before then. Alright. So next we have crochet. Alright, so the next blanket to get worked on is going to be my corner to corner, And I just had to rip out a bunch last night because I wasn't doing the decreases right. So I rewatched the video. I have decided that I am not going to do this on the treadmill. I don't feel like the blankets in the treadmill are working that great. And yeah, just broke my nail, which caught my yarn. That's just annoying. Gonna have to get a nail file out. So what I'm going to do is I think I'm just going to work on this and try and put in a few rows a week and work from there. But this is the next blanket that's going to get finished, and that will give me 4 baby blankets in my stash. So that's awesome sauce. No, Lexi. No, you don't need to be up there. No, you do not. You have your own bed. No. Yes, I see you. Go lay down. Go on. Go lay down. You're going to get banned. And thank you for slobbering all over me. Great names. Ugh. I love being covered in slobber. Go lay down. No. Alright. So, now we have a new craft. So, I decided, I mean, I don't know how new, it's not really a new craft, but anyway. I recently decided to try my hand at Tunisian crochet. And I have to say, I'm in love. So, since I was just learning, I grabbed some yarn out of my stash, and I have just been making things up as I go, and I'm making a shawl. So it's a asymmetrical shawl. I did the Tunisian simple stitch, and then I'm doing a honeycomb stitch, and then when I get out of the yellow I will switch to a different stitch. So it'll be kind of like a sampler project. So it's pretty cool, and I'll show you the hooks that I got here in a minute. The yarn is this Lion Brand Mandala Sequins, and the colorway is Amartine. So I have 2 cakes of it. I'm just gonna, try out some different stitches. It's been a ton of fun. I've been enjoying it quite a bit. And this yarn is super soft. I'm really enjoying this yarn. So, yeah. So that is awesome sauce. And I just kind of have been playing with it. I've been enjoying the creative, just play with it. That's one of the things I love about crochet is knitting, I tend to follow the pattern. I might modify the pattern, but I tend to follow a pattern. Crochet, I have no problems just making it up as I go. And I love that about crochet. I can just rip it out. It takes no time to rip something out and try again. So, new crochet project. Alright, now plants. Oh wait, one more whip. I almost forgot. My sweater. Didn't get as much progress as I'd like done on my sweater, but I did see some progress. I hate when chairs don't stay. Alright. So this is my worsted boxy. And you can see I made some progress. I had to put in a new skein. So not as much as I would like, but between all the different math stuff and the homework and the changing of lesson plans and the hats. The hats have been taking up most of the knitting time, so, and that's fine. They'll be done next week, and then I'll go back to my regular projects, and everything will see more progress. But I'm okay. I think these people are very deserving of hand knits and appreciation, and yeah. So, sweater. I will continue to at least get a few rows on. I'm hoping, since I got math ahead now and I've got a rhythm going, it won't be so hard. So there's that. And then I've decided for my treadmill, I'm going to just take a pair of socks and work on the pair of socks. So my husband's socks are the next ones I want to get finished. So they're going to go on the treadmill. And that guarantees a half an hour a day stitching on them. So that's awesome. They'll get done faster that way. If they're getting a half an hour 5 days a week. As long as I get up and go to work. So that's that. And then we have some acquisitions. So the first thing, I haven't even got it out of the sleeve. I got my Just Cross Stitch magazine with Peanut Rabbit. I have yet to have time to look at that. It came this weekend. So I need to open that and look at that. And then these are the, here, it's a little easier. So that's the cords and stuff. The cords aren't great, but I have Knitter's Pride, so they're the Knitter's Pride ones. I have a ton of Knitter's Pride and Knit Picks hooks, and even my Likey, and they all use the same cords. So convenient for me. I have tons of the cords, so I went with these. So that they are. I forget what size they go up to. Let's see. They have an E, G, a 7, an H, an I, a J, a K, and an L. So they go all the way up to an 8mm. Because in crochet I work the gamut, I may end up, and I'm probably going to get another set. However, I don't want to buy 20 million new cords. So if I get another set, I want to get the Denise set, because I have the Denise crochet hooks, or the Denise knitting needles, and I'm probably not going to use the Denise knitting needles very often. I don't enjoy the needles as much, but I am less picky about the cords for crochet. It doesn't seem to bug me. These don't bug me at all, and I was like, oh, I'll just get more mindful. I've been using these on my crochet, and it's fine. It doesn't bug me in the least. So I'm probably going to get the Denise set, and I think they have even a larger size. I'll have to look. But I think that's what I'm going to get, because I've really been enjoying this, and I definitely can see this being added to my list of crafts and tools. And then I got my, sorry about the crinkle, my Leading Men, I forget what they call their thing, and we finished off the end of the alphabet, and we started over again, and I am probably going to cancel this. I need to check to see where I started at, but I think I have that green. Not 100% sure. I need to check, but I think I'm going to cancel this. I've gone through their whole color set. I have a whole cube plus of Leading Men stuff, and yes, I have several projects I'm going to use with it, but I don't feel like I need more of their colors. So I think I'm going to cancel this, and I'll get a different subscription. I'm not sure which one, but I like their subscription, but I think I'm going to cancel it. But I got a birthday present, or a Christmas gift as a gift card, so I had to go shopping. And so that came in the mail, because I finally decided what I wanted. So first we have the Knitting Daddy colorway, and I love the speckle. Shawls, socks, I'm not sure what, but it is, I got the Showstopper base, so it's fingering weight, 75-25, so I can make socks out of it, or I can use it in a shawl. Don't know. is going to go to stash, and I'll figure it out. And then I got street art, and again, it's just a really cool one. They would actually work together pretty well, I think. And then, or I got My Lips Be Poppin', and these two would work really good as a 2-color shawl, because I like 2-color shawls. So that would work. And then, last but not least, we have Just Sayin'. So those were the ones I got. It's a very much appreciated birthday present. And hopefully I'm not buying too much yarn this year. However, I have a whole bunch of projects that I want to do. So buying yarn. But I think I'm going to be buying different, like more budget-friendly yarn. I do have several things that I want to do with my yarn, but I also have some projects. I have a whole stack of acrylic, and I have plans, crochet plans for a good chunk of that, Christmas presents. I did work a little bit on my niece's poncho, but not enough to bother showing. And then I have several ideas for ponchos for the other nieces, and I have yarn for some of it. So yeah, but I think that's it. And I think my dog wants to go outside because she thinks her nose is elbow rest, and she feels the need to slobber on me some more. So I'm going to wrap this up. It's probably getting close to time to taking my husband to his D&D game, and then I have to go to Walmart because I am in charge of acquisitions for the concession stand at school this semester, and we need hot dog buns for the tournament this weekend, so I gotta go get hot dog buns and ketchup. And the kiddos were complaining that Marie, my snake's cage at school, stinks, so I gotta go get different bedding and try that out for her cage. And I need a couple things for the house, and yeah, so I've got all that going on. So yeah, a lot to do. I think next week you're going to see more crafting because I will have more time, and once I get that third hat done, that will mean more of my normal rotation. So my dog can't figure out what I'm doing. Yes, I see you, Lexi. I did not need a kiss. No, I don't want to be licked. You know better. You'd be a bad girl. Stop. So, all right. I think I am going to call it a night. I hope everybody has a crafty day, and I will talk to you later. Bye now.